What is the best way to find properties via owner financing? I would say that the best way to find properties for owner financing are the exact same way that you would find any other property to purchase. So, straight off the MLS. So, Trulia, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, all of the people that pull from the MLS, I would say if you have a property there that you're interested in buying, if it hasn't sold for whatever reason, if it's been listed for a while, then you should ask even the realtors if that person would be interested in seller financing and have some type of draft terms available. The best way to find owner financing is always to ask. Now, if you could layer on a relationship with the owner of that property, then your chances of successfully negotiating owner finance increase, right? If you could figure out the unique set of circumstances that that seller has that makes owner financing a better solution than just selling it. So if they are worried about like a tax bill, if they've owned the property for a while, if they are interested in recurring monthly income, but they are tired of like the management of that asset, then owner financing is a better option for them than just selling that property. So I would look for opportunities unique to that. I would say you can do that via Propstream. I'll put up a link to a free 7-day trial on that. And you could pull a list that shows ownership that is high equity. You could filter it by people that have owned the property for, 15, 20 years, and you could reach out to them. Non-owner occupied properties that have been owned for 15 years or more. And then, other than that, anytime you have the option or opportunity of purchasing a property, see if they are interested in owner financing. The worst they could do is say no, and the best they could do is say yes. So you would have a owner finance deal on your hands. And I think a lot of investors, especially when you're starting, all banks want to see that you have been a real estate investor for 2 years before they want to count the rental income in favor of like your debt to income. So as they line item all your income, all your expenses, if you haven't been a real estate investor for 2 years, they're not going to want to count any of the rental income. So your personal income is going to have to support the expenses of your household and then also of your rental property. So in those instances, I think owner financing, when you're in that window, owner financing is one of the more valuable things that you could pursue because you're going to be able to negotiate the terms. You're going to be able to buy that property and you're going to be able to start building your history as a real estate investor. And you're going to be able to circumvent those banks' criteria of that 2 year period. So I would say once you're able to start negotiating the owner finance terms, a balloon is fine. You're still going to want to amortize it 20, 30 years. It's not going to really matter if you have a shorter balloon period. But if you have owner financing in front of you, just make sure that it is longer than a period of 2 years. Because if it's shorter than a period of 2 years, you're going to have a really difficult time refinancing on the back end if you lack that 2 years of real estate investor history. So that would be my 2 cents on finding owner financing, negotiating owner financing, and then your exit strategy from the owner financing into long-term debt.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of Propstream.